of Barack Obama's earliest supporters, it was Bill Ayers. Now, according to the New York Times, he was a domestic terrorist and part of a group that, quote, launched a campaign of bombings that would target the Pentagon and our United States Capitol. Turns out, one of his earliest supporters is a man who, according to the New York Times, was a domestic terrorist and part of a group that, quote, launched a campaign of bombings that would target the Pentagon and the U.S. Capitol. In fact, Obama held one of his first meetings of his political career in Bill Ayers' home. And they've worked together on various projects in Chicago. So I'm reading the New York Times, though. And I was really interested to read about Barack's friends from Chicago, as the New York Times reported. Now, it turns out one of his earliest supporters is a man named Bill Ayers. Comments are about an association that has been known but hasn't been talked about, and I think it's fair to talk about where Barack Obama kicked off his political career.
The escalation now coming from Sarah Palin, who earlier today at a closed fundraiser in Colorado took on Barack Obama for his association with a longtime Chicago Democratic politician, Bill Ayers. He, the sort of infamous founder of the Weather Underground, the 1960s
now,
radical
campaign
group.
has taken a bit of a more aggressive tone. As I'm listening to your speech today, you're saying it's, hang on to your hats first, you said, and then it's time to take off the gloves and start telling the truth about Barack Obama. And you bring up William Ayers, a former 60s radical. Is this a new turn in the campaign that we're going to see more of? And why do you feel the need to do that?
Well, Ayers, of course, was brought up by the New York Times the other day, and I was responding to the news of the day, that being Bill Ayers having been, of course, the known domestic terrorist, and Barack Obama kicking off his political career with at least an event in the guy's living room. That's something that I think Americans would want to discuss. But a domestic terrorist who had, campaigned to bomb the United States Capitol and our Pentagon, unrepentant domestic terrorist. That's the scary part about it.
According to the information that we have, the association that he's had with Bill Ayers wasn't just one or two times sitting on a board together. No, there's been quite a few associations and events and meetings and discussions and emails and calls.
I see a pattern in how our opponent has talked about one of his most troubling associations and other issues. One of Barack Obama's earliest supporters is Bill Ayers.
There's no question that Bill Ayers, via his own admittance, was one who sought to destroy our U.S. Capitol and our Pentagon. That is a domestic terrorist. There's no question there.